Hey everybody, this is I Am Sporticus, and we're on to the next matchup in the first round of our 1980s NBA tournament featuring Hoops PC. And today we got the 86-87 Mavericks taking on the 89-90 Utah Jazz. And this game's already in progress, so let's head to the court and see where we stand. 50-45 Mavericks. The Mavericks actually jumped out to a good first quarter lead and led by as much as 10, I believe it was. But when Roe Blackman and Derek Harper went to the bench, that's when the Utah made their run, and they got to within 2 at one point, I believe. And when Roe Blackman and Harper came back on the court, they are back up to a 5-point lead. Let's take a look at the box score. So 12 points each from Blackman and Harper. Leads away. Mark Aguirre has 9 points. He has been 4 for 5 from the floor, but he has been in foul trouble. And he's on the bench right now as Detlef Schrempf is in the game. For Utah, Stockton and Malone, of course. Stockton has 10 assists in the first half. 16 points for Karl Malone to go along with 4 rebounds. They got 9 points from Blue Edwards. Daryl Griffith, I thought he had 2 threes, but 1 for 4 from 3. Percentage-wise, though, look at Dallas is shooting 62% to 47% for Utah, yet they're only up 5. Rebounding, that's where they've got them. The Utah Jazz are dominating on the boards. So, 50-45, 2:48 left in the second quarter. And right now, we have on the floor Donaldson and Perkins, or Donaldson at center, Perkins and Schrempf at the forwards, and Roe Blackman and Derek Harper at the guards for Dallas. For the Utah Jazz, you got Eric Lechner in at center. Mike Brown is in for Carl Perkins. No, this isn't Mutual of Omaha. Or what was his name? Was it Carl Perkins? Anyways, Mike Brown in at power forward. Thurl Bailey, the small forward. Bob Hansen and John Stockton at the guards. So here we go. Mike Brown just grabbed a rebound for Utah, and he gets it to Stockton. Stockton from the outside. Look at these assists on Stockton's card. Unbelievable. And he's going to get another one as he finds Eric Lechner underneath for the easy bucket. And it's a 3-point game. Here's Sam Perkins. Sam Perkins passes it. They get it to Roe Blackman on the left wing against Bob Hansen. Shoots the jumper and it goes. Blackman, red hot. 7-9 from the floor. He's got 14. Here's Bailey. And a foul is called. It's going to be on Detlef Schrempf, his second. And to the line goes Thurl Bailey. He's going to miss the first. And hits the second. In and out. And then back in. 2 minutes left. It's 52-48 Dallas. Here's James Donaldson getting in on the left post against Lechner. He sends it back out top to Harper, who's open. Harper tries the 3, misses it. Eric Lechner comes down with the rebound. Here comes the Jazz. Here's Mike Brown. Gets it up inside to Lechner against Donaldson. And Lechner is going to turn it over, back over to the Mavericks. Here's Perkins. Perkins on the inside. He turns, left hand, little roller, no good. Rebound by James Donaldson. Donaldson slows the offense down, and they get it to Perkins. Perkins at the top of the key. He will throw up a three-pointer, and he got it. Sam Perkins with a triple. It's 55-48. They're going to get the ball. John Stockton. Stockton dribbles, passes to Bob Hansen in the corner, who knocks down the jumper. 55-50. Donaldson. 19 seconds left. Probably the last shot here for Dallas. And Detlef Schrempf goes to the basket and has it blocked by Thurl Bailey. Out of bounds, and Dallas will get the rebound, but they'll have no time to get a shot off. And that's the end of the first half. 55-50, the Mavericks on top. 14 for Ro Blackman and 16 for Karl Malone. Utah finished the first half with 50% shooting, 59% for the Dallas Mavericks. So Utah really has to step it up defensively here in the second half. So now we have, starting the second half, Donaldson at center for Dallas, Perkins at power forward, Mark Aguirre will be back in at small forward, and then Blackman and Harper at the guards. For Utah, Mark Eaton, Karl Malone, and Thurl Bailey at the forwards, Bob Hansen and John Stockton at the guards. Here we go. Utah will inbound. They get it to Karl Malone. Malone inside against Perkins. Fadeaway. Got it. Karl Malone with 18. Here's Derek Harper. Foul called. Ooh, did I just see Stockton pick up his third? It is. They're going to have to get him out of there. Derek Harper misses. Rebounded by Thurl Bailey. He misses in the transition, and Mark Eaton gets the rebound. Mark Eaton misses. Mark Eaton passes it back out top. They get it to Karl Malone. He's in the post against Sam Perkins. Turns and fires it off the glass and in. Karl Malone, red hot. 9 of 12 from the floor. Here's Ro Blackman against Bob Hansen. Ro Blackman finds Sam Perkins for a little short jumper, and it goes. 3-point Dallas lead. Here's Stockton. Stockton misses. Rebounded by Sam Perkins. Perkins against Eaton, and a little lefty hook goes over Mark Eaton's outstretched hands. What a bucket there by Sam Perkins. Here's Bob Hansen. Jumper, no good. Stockton with the rebound. John Stockton misses the putback, gets the rebound again, and then Bob Hansen finds the loose ball, takes it to the basket, and lays it up and in. Oh, nope, they passed. I'm sorry. Bob Hansen must have had the 2D, and he passes it up to Thurl Bailey. Bailey finds the open man, Karl Malone, and he's got 22, and it's back to a 3-point lead. Here's Derek Harper. Stolen by Stockton. Up to Bob Hansen, who's going to slow it down. Thurl Bailey gets it in the post. And James Donaldson slaps it away. Here comes Sam Perkins. He gives it up to the guard. And they slow it down. Perkins gets it back on the left wing. And he's going to throw it away. Karl Malone with good defense. Delaney Rudd will check in for John Stockton, who's got 3 fouls. Here's Thurl Bailey with a miss. Rebounded by Derek Harper. Harper on the fast break. Pulls up for 3. Misses it. Rebounded by Sam Perkins. Dallas still maintains possession. And Perkins puts it up and in, and he's fouled. What a play by Sam Perkins. Fouls on Eaton. Perkins now with 15 points. Quietly. He hits the free throw, a 3-point play, and it's back to a 6-point lead for Dallas. Here comes Karl Malone. Karl Malone looking, head fake, puts it up, no good. And it goes out of bounds off of Dallas. Utah's ball. Thurl Bailey is going to pass it. Gets it to Karl Malone against Sam Perkins. And a foul call that's going to be on Perkins, his first. Only the second team foul, or first team foul for Dallas. The inbound, Thurl Bailey's got it. Oh, definitely has a size advantage on Mark Aguirre. He backs him down, puts it up, no good. James Donaldson with the rebound. Slows things down. Dallas with the ball. Here's Derek Harper. Jumper, no good. And Bob Hansen comes down with it. Stolen by Sam Perkins. Perkins to the basket and a whistle. He is fouled by Mark Eaton. And he will go to the line for 2 shots. Mark Eaton's going to have to come out of the game as they go with Eric Lechner. Perkins' free throw hits the first. Second free throw is good. Sam Perkins now with 18 points. And it's 64-56. Here's Lechner. He's going to give it up. Gets it to Bailey. Bailey looks, shoots over Aguirre. No good. Out of bounds to Utah. It goes off of Dallas. Here's the inbound. Delaney Rudd. Delaney Rudd against Derek Harper. He drives. Pulls up. Blocked by Harper. Rebound. Goes out of bounds, and Utah will maintain possession. Here's Karl Malone. Malone on the inside. Backs Perkins down. Turns. And he's going to lose it out of bounds. A turnover. And the Utah crowd starting to get a little disgruntled here. As Jazz look off their game here, especially without Stockton on the floor. Here's Aguirre. Mark Aguirre shoots, no good. Rebounded by Karl Malone. Gets it to Bob Hansen. Delaney Rudd's got it against Harper. Drives, puts it up, no good. And Aguirre will grab the rebound, get it to Sam Perkins, who goes to the basket but misses the shot. And James Donaldson comes down with a rebound. Puts it back up. No, he's going to pass it out top. They get it to Aguirre. Again, he's got a Bailey under the basket, a wide open jumper, but he's going to give it up. Gets it back. Passes again. They're going to have to hurry. Shot clock winding down. Fires up a long 3 and it goes. Mark Aguirre with a huge triple. He's got 12. And Dallas is up back up by double digits. Here's Eric Lechner inside, misses. James Donaldson with the rebound. He misses. Karl Malone gets the rebound. His 10th rebound. Or wait, no, 6th rebound. I was looking up at Donaldson's. Malone. This is where he's most effective on the post against Perkins. Perkins turned, fires, got it. He is almost automatic from 12 feet in. And it's 67-58. Here's Aguirre. Jumper goes. 14 for Mark Aguirre. Here's Carl Malone against Perkins. And Perkins blocks it. Out of bounds, and Utah will inbound. Get it to Carl Malone. Dribbles, turns. Oh, little jumper in the lane, and Perkins just missed the block as it goes. He's got 26. And we got a timeout on the floor. John Stockton will check back in. Daryl Griffith will come in for Hanson. Blue Edwards will check in. Mike Brown will come in for Malone. Bring in we're not going to bring in Detlef just yet. Brad Davis will come in, and Tarpley will come in for Perkins. All right. Tarpley has it. Roy Tarpley against Mike Brown. He'll give it up. Out to Brad Davis. Brad Davis shoots. Got it. Nothing but net for Brad Davis. His first. Is that his first bucket? Nope, he's got 4. I'm sorry. 71-60. Here's Stockton. Drives, passes to Eric Lechner underneath, who lays it up and in. And that's 14 assists for John Stockton. Tarpley gets it in the post against Mike Brown. Turns and puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Lechner. And here comes the Utah Jazz. Lechner gets it in the post against James Donaldson. And there's a foul called. It's going to be on Tarpley. And Lechner is going to go to the line. He hits the first. Hits the second. 2 free throws for Eric Lechner. He's got 8 points. Here's Tarpley. And it's stolen by Mike Brown. Up to Stockton, who will slow things down as they set up their half-court offense. Big possession here. Eric Lechner gets it inside and turns and fires and puts it in. Eric Lechner with a bucket. He's got 10, and it's a 5-point game. Here's James Donaldson. James Donaldson inside. Muscles Eric Lechner to the basket and scores it. Tough basket there as Donaldson scores his 4th point. And it's 73-66. Here's Blue Edwards, drives to the basket. Misses the shot. Rebounded Donaldson. Gets to Roe Blackman. Foul called. It's going to be Daryl Griffith with the foul. That's a 4th team foul on Utah. Next one will put him in the bonus. Here's Tarpley on the inside. And Mike Brown knocks it away. Going the other way. Stockton lays it up. But no good, but he's fouled. And that's going to be Aguirre's 4th foul. And they're going to have to get Aguirre out of there. Detlef Schrempf comes back in. Here's Stockton at the free throw line. He's going to hit the first. Misses the second. Out of bounds to Dallas. Oh, good chance to get a 3-point play there. And Stockton misses the free throw. Here's Tarpley inside against Brown. Whistle. It's going to be on Brown, his first, and that's going to put Tarpley at the line. He hits the first, and he got them both. Tarpley with 5. Get it to Eric Lechner on the low post against Donaldson. He's going to give it up to Mike Brown against Tarpley. And a foul called. It's going to be Tarpley's 3rd. 4th team foul for the Mavericks. And here's Mike Brown with a nice pass. Gets it out to Blue Edwards. Drives to the basket. Puts it off the glass and in. 75-69. Utah within 6. Here's Roe Blackman. Blackman passes it to Davis. Long jumper goes. Brad Davis knocks it down, and he's got 6 points off the bench. Here's Lechner. And a whistle. It's going to be on James Donaldson. That's only his first foul. And that's going to send Eric Lechner to the foul line. He is going to miss the first. He hits the second. 11 for Eric Lechner. And the Mavericks now lead him by 7. Here's Roe Blackman. Blackman finds Tarpley for the dunk. And it's 79-70. Tarpley was 7. Mike Brown. And there's a whistle. And Tarpley just picked up his 4th. Tarpley just foul happy. As Sam Perkins is coming back in. Comes Karl Malone. Oh, Mike Brown's the foul shooter. So we'll hit the foul shot here. Misses it. Hits the second. Oh, can't. All right, next time out. Roe Blackman. Blackman with a jumper. It goes. Blackman was 16. Here's Daryl Griffith. He misses the jumper. Stockton with the rebound. Stockton puts it up and he's in and it's fouled. John Stockton now with 7. He'll go to the line to try to make it a 3-point game. Karl Malone will come in, as will Mark Eaton. Now we're going to leave Eaton out for a minute. He's got 3 fouls. So here's the foul shot, and it's good. 3-point play. Stockton now with 8 points. And Mavericks still lead them by 7, though. Here's Brad Davis. Brad Davis puts up a 3. Got it. Brad Davis triples. As Dallas ups their lead to 10 again. Back to double digits. Here's Lechner. Foul called. It's going to be on James Donaldson, and Eric Lechner goes to the line again. Eric Lechner has been solid here today for the Jazz. Hits the first. Misses the second. Donaldson with the rebound. It's to Shrimp. Jumper, no good. Rebound. Sam Perkins pulls it down. Perkins back up with it and scores it. Sam Perkins. He's got 20. And it's 11-point Dallas lead. We're going to get it to Stockton. Stockton to the basket. Lays it up and in. John Stockton with 10. Here's Brad Davis. Stolen by Stockton. Gets it up. Oh, coast to coast and lays it up and in. John Stockton with 4 quick points. He's got 12, and it's 86-79. Here's Roe Blackman. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by Stockton. Stockton on the fast break. Dishes, finds Blue Edwards for the basket. And it's a 5-point game. John Stockton has all of a sudden gotten the Utah Jazz rolling here. Here's Sam Perkins. He misses. Rebounded by Lechner. Up to Stockton. Stockton dishes to Daryl Griffith, who knocks down the jumper. Timeout called by the Dallas Mavericks at the 3-point game. Why did I call a timeout? There's 3 seconds left. And that's the end of the third quarter as Utah gets within 3, and the fans are going nuts here in Utah. Mark Eaton will check back in for Lechner. Al Wood will come back in for Roe Blackman. And Perkins and Shrimp, pretty much the only offensive threats they have out there. Davis can score, but he does have 9 points. But Harper's still on. McGuire's still on the bench with the 4 fouls. And now Derek Harper just goes off. Or Roe Blackman just goes off. So maybe I should have kept Blackman in. But then I'm going to lose him at the end of the game if I do that. So we're going to hope that we can hold off the Utah Jazz run here. And Dallas will get the ball first here in the fourth quarter. Here's Al Wood. Jumper off the iron. Daryl Griffith with it. Gets it to Mark Eaton. Mark Eaton got the rebound. He'll give it up to John Stockton, who passes it. Inside to Eaton. Gets it to Karl Malone, who's going to have to hurry. Misses. Donaldson with the rebound. Shrimp misses the shot. James Donaldson with the rebound, and he'll send it back out top. Utah, they could tie it here with a 3, but nobody's open. Perkins is going to have to fire up a 2, and it's no good. Perkins with the offensive board puts it back up, no good. And Perkins with another rebound. Gets it to Brad Davis, who shoots, no good. Karl Malone's got the rebound. To Daryl Griffith. Drives, lays it up, and in. It's a 1-point game. Here's Al Wood. Foul called. It's going to be on Daryl Griffith. Here's Brad Davis against Stockton. He'll give it up. Out to Al Wood. Al Wood will fire up a 3, and no good. Al Wood gets the offensive rebound. The putback, there's a whistle, and Daryl Griffith just picked up his 4th. And that means Al Wood will go to the line. He's still looking for his first points. Let's see what we got. Aguirre is going to come back in for Shrimp. Harper will come back in for Brad Davis. For Utah, Thurl Bailey will check back in. And Bob Hansen will check in for Daryl Griffith. Al Wood misses the first free throw. Hits the second. 87-85. Dallas leads them by 2. Here's Bob Hansen. Bob Hansen drives to the basket. Too hard off the iron. It's going to be Perkins with the rebound. Gets it to Aguirre. Jumper, got it. I know that the hoops guys this is just a labor of love, but I really, there's a few things I wish this game had. Wish you had the ability to change the naming, where you could have more than just one card for each player if they've been with other teams. Like for this set, Mark Aguirre's on Detroit, Andy's on Dallas, so it'd be nice to have a separate card for each team, but I understand. So Aguirre hits the bucket. He's got 16. It's a 4-point Dallas lead. Here's Karl Malone. A whistle. It's going to be on Sam Perkins. Second team foul. Or I'm sorry, first team foul for Dallas. Here's Thurl Bailey on the inside. Backs down Aguirre. Turns. Shoots. No good. Aguirre comes away with a rebound. Up to Al Wood. Al Wood drives. Whistle. It's a foul. And it'll be on Mark Eaton, his 4th. Al Wood hits the first. And he hits the second. Wood with 3. And it's now a 6-point game. Karl Malone on the inside. Turns. Little fadeaway. Got it. Karl Malone hits another one. 13 and 19 from the floor. He's got 28 points. Here's Harper. Jumper. No good. Rebounded by Stockton. To Eaton. And a foul. It's going to be on Al Wood. And Mark Eaton goes to the foul line. He hits the first. Got them both. And the Jazz are within 2 points. Here's Al Wood. Nice pass by Al Wood to Perkins. Back to a 4-point game. Here's Karl Malone. Karl Malone backs in Sam Perkins. He's going to pass it back out top. They get it inside to Mark Eaton. And James Donaldson knocks it away. Up to Derek Harper. Misses the transition basket. And Mark Eaton comes down with the rebound. Utah looking to... I thought they were up by 2. They're up by 4. So here comes Stockton on the fast break. Gives it up. Slows it down. Gets it to Karl Malone. Malone backing down Perkins. Turns. Shoots. No good. Malone, though, gets the rebound. Put back no good. Aguirre comes down with it. Mark Aguirre. Now he's in the post against Thurl Bailey. He wraps around and gets the foul as he tried to use his quickness, and it's going to be on Eaton, his 5th. Mike Eaton, or Mark Eaton, I should say. Lechner still got a thing. We're going to bring in Mike Brown. Here's Mark Aguirre's first free throw. He got it. Second one. Off the iron. Karl Malone with a rebound. Malone, as they feed it inside to Malone against Perkins. Dribbles, turns, fires, and a foul called. It's on Al Wood, and Karl Malone will go to the line. He hits the first. He got them both. 30 points for Karl Malone, and the Jazz are within 3. Here's Mark Aguirre. Aguirre throws up a 3. Got it! Mark Aguirre with 20. And it's 97-91. Stockton drives, dishes. Thurl Bailey with the slam. A quick basket. Cuts it to 4. Here's Al Wood. Misses the jumper. And Karl Malone comes down with it. Malone again. They feed it right back inside to him. He puts it up and in. Karl Malone with 32. Here's Sam Perkins. He's going to give it up to Aguirre. Fires up another 3. He hit it again. Mark Aguirre's feeling it. 23 points. 195. Bob Hansen tries to answer with a 3. Off the iron. Aguirre with a rebound. Up to Sam Perkins, who will slow it down as the Mavericks try to set up their offense. And it's Aguirre again against Thurl Bailey. Gives it up. Aguirre shoots. No good, this one. And Hansen with the rebound. Gets it to Karl Malone. To Mike Brown. And a whistle. It's going to be on Derek Harper. Ro Blackman checking back in. Starters are all on the floor for Utah. Eaton with 5 fouls is still on the bench. Here's Brown going to the line. He's going to hit the first, but misses the second. James Donaldson pulls down the rebound. Get it to Ro Blackman, drives, and he's going to turn it over. Back over to Utah. 4-point lead for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Stockton. He's going to pass it up. Gets it to Bob Hansen on the right wing. Fires up the 3. Got it! A big triple for Bob Hansen. And it's a 1-point game. Here's Aguirre against Thurl Bailey. He's going to give it up. Perkins has got it. Perkins shoots. No good. Out of bounds to Utah. Has Utah even had a lead? I can't remember. No, they have not. No lead for Utah, and now they have the ball with a chance of getting their first lead of the game. Here's Stockton. Stolen by Harper. Slowing it down. They hand it off to their guard, Derek Harper, and he tries to set up the Dallas offense. They need a basket here. They get it inside to James Donaldson. He sends it back out. Donaldson again. And a whistle. It's a foul. It's going to be on Mike Brown. Mike Brown gets the foul. And that's going to be Utah's 5th team foul. That means Donaldson will go to the line. He hits the first shot. And he got them both. James Donaldson with 6. And it's a 3-point Dallas lead. Here's Stockton. Stockton fires up a three. Misses it. Rebounded by Donaldson. And on the fast break, Harper goes to the basket and lays it up and in. And there's a timeout on the floor. 104.99. The Mavericks now up. 104.99. They miss having Mark Eaton in there, and they're going to bring him back, I think. And what we're going to do, seeing as Donaldson's not a huge scorer, we are going to put Eaton safe. All right. Gives us a little defense in the middle. Here we go. And they get it to Mark Eaton. And Mark Eaton passes it to Sam Perkins. Perkins. Foul called. It's on Thurl Bailey. Ooh, they thought it was Eaton. And here comes Perkins going to the line. Hits the first. Hits them both. Sam Perkins with 24 points. And the Dallas Mavericks lead them 106-101. Get it to Karl Malone. Inside against Perkins. And turnover by the Utah Jazz. Mark Aguirre. Mark Aguirre with a little fadeaway, and it goes. 25 for Mark Aguirre. It's a 7-point lead. Here's Stockton. Drives. And a foul called as he goes to the basket. Aguirre picks up his fifth. And John Stockton goes to the line. He misses the first. He hits the second. As Utah not playing some inspired basketball right now. 3:23 left, and they're down by 6. And James Donaldson's got to come out, looks like. Tarpley. Oops, shit. There we go. Tarpley will come back in at center. Here's Tarpley. Gets it inside against Mark Eaton. Misses. Rebound. Tarpley. Puts it back up, and a foul called. And it's going to be on Eaton. Mark Eaton is gone. As Tarpley went hard to the basket and draws the foul. Eric Lechner will have to come in. Tarpley will go to the line. Misses the first. Hits the second. 109-102. Here's Lechner. And he is fouled. This will be on Perkins. His third. And Lechner goes to the line. Misses the first. Misses them both. Tarpley with the rebound. To Aguirre. To the basket. Scores it. Thurl Bailey could not stop him. And Aguirre's got 27. 9-point lead. And they're going to have to try to press here. It's 2:49 left. They're down by 9. Here we go. Bob Hansen passes it to Karl Malone. Misses. And it goes out of bounds to Utah. Malone on the post. In the post, I should say. Perkins, he backs him down, shoots, and scores it. Karl Malone has got 34. Aguirre misses the shot. Rebounded by Lechner. Pass to Stockton, and Derek Harper steals it. Derek Harper in transition is going to miss it, though, and Karl Malone comes down with it. To Thurl Bailey. And another steal. This one knocked away by Tarpley. Tarpley going the other way, and he is fouled. Bob Hansen, of all people, had to go in and try to stop Tarpley from scoring, and he did his job. Picks up the foul, but Tarpley goes to the line. It's the first. Misses the second. Out of bounds to Utah. 8 points separating the two teams. Here's Karl Malone, and a foul called on Tarpley, his fifth. And Malone will go to the line. Hits it. And he got them both. Press does not do anything for Utah right now. Here's Perkins. And he's going to make a nice pass to Roe Blackman, who knocks down the jumper. Blackman with 18. They're going to get it to Stockton. Stockton. Oh, misses the jumper. Tarpley with the rebound. To Aguirre. And a foul call that's going to be on Malone. And Aguirre goes to the line. Hits the first. Misses the second. Rebounded by Malone. And up ahead to Lechner, who scores the basket. And what do we got? Stockton commits the foul as they try to press there. And that's going to put Derek Harper at the line. Misses the first. Hits the second. It's an 8-point lead. Now three-point attempt by Lechner. No good. Tarpley with the rebound. And a foul is called on Eric Lechner. Aguirre hits the first. Hits them both. Thurl Bailey scores it, but it's way too late. Aguirre passes it up, and that's going to do it. The clock runs out. The Utah Jazz just never got going in the second half. And the Dallas Mavericks are going to win it 118-110. 52% from the floor for Dallas, 48% for the Utah Jazz. Karl Malone led all scorers, 36 points, 12 rebounds. Stockton had 13 points and 20 assists. But they were pretty much... Eric Lechner played well off the bench, but Mark Eaton was a non-factor. He had 6 points, but no blocks. No steals, and only 3 rebounds. Well, he did have 8 rebounds, but Dallas just offensively had too much firepower. Mark Aguirre had 30 points on 11 of 15 shooting. He hit 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. He was very efficient 24 from Sam Perkins. And Ro Blackman had 18. Derek Harper only scored 3 points in the second half. He finished with 15. Dallas was 6 of 11 from 3. And Utah was 3 of 10. Rebounding, won by Utah, but it didn't matter. Just a really good first game for the Dallas Mavericks. And they win it 118 to 110. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for game 2.